Hello everyone, and today I have one more Pillsbury chess game to show you. In this chess game, his opponent was Charles Shauer. This chess game was played in a blindfolded chess Simul 9 board, blindfolded Simul. Pillsbury was blindfolded, so this chess game was played in Pittsburg, United States in 1901. So Pillsbury's opponent was an American chess player, Charles Shauer. Interestingly, he played a chess game against Jose Capablanca and he defeated Capablanca in a chess simul. So Mr. Shauer was born in 1858 and he passed away in 1922 at the age of 64. So he impressively defeated Capablanca because that chess simul was not blindfolded. Capablanca could see the chessboards, and that was 28 board chess simul. Capablanca won 25 of them. He drew 2 times and he lost 1 time against this gentleman, Charles Shauer. So interestingly, let's see what Pillsbury did to this chess player when he was blindfolded. So Pillsbury starts the game with e4, e5, and we have the Vienna game, the Vienna gambit, and then accepted knight to f3, bishop to e7, so black wants to check the king. Pillsbury develops, and then bishop to h4, that's check. And maybe moving the king comes to mind, because if pushing the pawn, black is going to capture. But Pillsbury just simply pushes the pawn. And this is opening basically the f-file. Black underestimated, or he didn't notice, but this opened the f-file dangerously for white. You can see both the bishop and the rook is aiming on f7. So capturing one more pawn, black is being greedy, that's check, because why not? King to h1, and Pillsbury sacrificed some pawns, but he has very big attack right now. We can see he's threatening knight takes bishop, and then capturing on f7 after opening the file for the rook. So knight to h6, black needed to do something about it. So black is defending with the knight. But if f6, then knight takes bishop, of course. So that is going to block the queen. And if knight to f6, we can still capture, I think. So Shauer didn't want this. He didn't want it, neither of them. So he is defending with the knight. And then d4, liberating the bishop and attacking the key defender of weak f7. And black, we can see that is not mobilized his force perfectly, and black also haven't castled. If castling, Pillsbury could simply capture the knight and the g file is open, and that would be very dangerous. It is going to simply destroy the pawn cover of the king. So this is why we have knight to g4. But now it's time for tactics. Blindfolded Pillsbury didn't miss anything. Can you guess a simple tactic in this position that wins for white? Maybe we can see that knight to f2 is going to be a problem for white. Tactics, did you see the move? Actually, I'm going to put this picture put this position on the thumbnail, so you probably noticed. So Pillsbury played bishop takes on f7, that's check, a very beautiful move. We have king to f8, not accepting this sacrifice, the temporary sacrifice, because knight takes bishop, that's check, plus attacking the knight. So this is checking the king with the rook, and if knight to f6, e5, and black is losing a piece. So bishop takes was a very strong move. King to f8, but then, so of course if blocking the queen, then knight takes bishop. So after king to f8, this is also a problem for black. Very impressively, extremely impressively, Pillsbury didn't miss anything. First move. Okay, did you see the move? Knight takes bishop. Queen takes knight, what else? But now white has a very powerful follow-up move, which is available, that wins on the spot. Can you find it? the king is in the line of fire of the rook. This looks very dangerous for Shauer, and actually white is basically winning by force. And Pillsbury played exclamation point, queen takes knight. What a move. And Shauer played, of course, what else? Queen takes queen, but then bishop back, that's check, and getting back the material. So he only sacrificed the queen temporary, so this is check with the rook. And black can't do much about it, so moving the king and then capturing the queen. Pillsbury is a piece up after all this. So what a beautiful, incredible chess game already. But Shauer didn't want to resign, the gentleman who defeated Capablanca in 1909. So he decided to play a few more moves. So white is a piece up and black can't liberate his bishop because if pushing this pawn, then capturing the bishop. So we have e5 and pushing the pawn and gaining a very important space advantage as well. So knight to a6, knight to e4. When we look at this position, you can see that the king and the rook is also boxed in, and the rooks are not connected, and black haven't developed any of his pieces in this position, and white is a piece up, so this position is resignable. Anyway, so we have after e5, knight to a6, knight to e4, so threatening to play knight to d6, d5, bishop takes, rook takes. If pawn takes knight, then bishop takes on b7, forking the rook and the knight, and black can resign. In this position, black must resign. So bishop takes, rook takes, and then the knight is getting in. A very good position for the knight. So defending the rook and the pawn, but then very precise chess, bishop to d2. Well, let's not forget, I can't stress this enough, Pillsbury was blindfolded. So both developing the bishop and also defending on b4. So b5, a desperate looking move. So getting rid of the weak pawn with pushing the pawn, but then rook infiltrates on the 7th. So basically Pillsbury wants to capture the h-pawn and then rook to g1 and how to defend. So defending the a pawn, but then king takes on h2, planning rook to g1. The king clears g1 for the rook. So king to h7. Black realized what Pillsbury is up to. So he wants to play rook to g8, defend, and then rook to g1, and what else? Rook over, and knight to f5, and of course, finally, black decided to resign. A premature, this was not a premature resignation. Black could have resigned earlier, in my opinion. So black's position is unplayable, and he's a piece down. This is a hopeless position for black. So you can see that the g-pawn is pinned and knight takes, actually bishop takes also is possible in this position. So let's check out few example possible continuations. Some random move, then boom, bishop takes on h6. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And if something like rook over, well, white can simply push the e-pawn and white is winning very easily. This is a hopeless, unplayable position for black and white is a piece up. So what do you think about this chess game when Pillsbury was blindfolded against Capablanca's, the chess player who defeated Capablanca? Okay, so what a game. Capablanca could see the board, yet he lost in a simul, but Pillsbury defeated this mysterious chess player. So thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.